Hello, digital card fighters. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you some more Cardfight Vanguard 0. I know it's been a while. I've been posting a lot of Digimon, but I figured we started off with the Infinite Rebirth's final appearance as the last set in the saga of this great arc that we all come to know and love. So let's dive right into the deck profiles and let's go over all of them. You guys remember to like, comment, subscribe down in the comments below. You know what to do. Smash that thumbs up, break it, you know. Just do all that nice, fun stuff. So let's dive right into the ladder. Let's show off the Rebirth. So, with Kagero, we kind of got this weird, janky new build that is just flooding with the. You get to play all the thes in the deck, and you get just to be the jerkwad. So, without further ado, we know Conroe isn't going anywhere because, again, grabbing that PG is so important. But let's go over some of the new cards. First off, Eternal Bringer Griffin is so important to this deck because, again, your heal trigger, the Rebirth, is not as strong as it used to be. So again, you have to discard it for the Restander, the Break Ride, because the Overlord Break Ride is just so good. It's not even funny. You want to have this at a full playset because, again, seeing it to be able to call on Rearguard is super important. We play PG's Rhino Cross because, again, it's super important. Next, we do play Seal Dragon Kersey because, again, being able to, when placed, if your opponent has a grade 2 unit, you may discard a card to draw a card to be able to filter. Sometimes it's super important. Next, we play Dragon Monk Gojo. Gojo, you know what he does. He's rests himself, discards filters. Again, as much as I find these cards uniquely well off, I don't use their effects as much. I think these cards get replaced by something else. You could definitely replace them and not even bat an eye that they're missing. Next, we do have Dragonic Burnout, which is such a new fantastic card because when placed, Counterblast, remove a Overlord from your drop zone to retire one of your opponent's rear guards. Doesn't matter if it's grade 1, 2, or 3, it just retires, which is really good in this format because, again, being able to play Burnout sometimes gets you that last sneaky win hit that you needed, and it's just so good. Then we play Prowling Dragon Striken because, again, Striken is still super good because it has Restraint. Sadly, he can't swing on his own, but when rolled upon, your Vanguard gets plus 5,000 and a crit. Again, super important because that 5,000 can always combo off if you go into the end and you have the cards to do the end combo. You could literally bring your opponent from 1 damage to 5 within just one turn because the end just goes off and you get the recovery aspect, you get the power-ups. Again, being able to hit your opponent twice is just ridiculous sometimes. Next, we play Bellicosity Dragon because, again, being able to countercharge, we are a counter-blast heavy deck. We need to countercharge. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We play Berserker Dragon because it's another form of retirement next to Dragonic Burnout. You could probably play Valerian, the 8k can attack a back row unit. That might help out, especially in later game, like when you're facing against Gold Paladins, because, again, being able to snipe out their back rows just sometimes helps out because they're just impossible to deal with sometimes. So let's talk about the new Dragonic Overlord. So again, about this deck, you need to make sure that you are only allowed to run 4 copies of Dragonic Overlord because his name. So again, what we do in this deck, we play 3, and I mean 3, Break Rides with 1 Dragonic Overlord that counterblast 3 plus 5,000 just to wipe a board if you have to. Sometimes that's all you need to do too. Dragonic Overlord is when rolled upon, your Vanguard gets plus 1,000 until the end of turn, and if your Vanguard is Overlord, which we are hopefully going to ride over with an Overlord, when this unit attack hits a rear guard, counterblast, discard a card from your hand to stand this unit, draw 2 cards. During your turn, if you have more rear guards than your opponent, it gets plus 3,000. So it becomes 14. Being able to swing in at 14 is really nice. Nothing too crazy, not too overly showmanship. The Rebirth is the main reason why I want to build this deck, because I always found the Rebirth quite interesting. But again, he heavily relies on the Overlord break ride, so much so that if you don't have it, he doesn't play well enough. So lock rearguards until there are 5 lock cards. You get plus 1000 and the following ability until the end of turn. At the end of the battle, this unit attack, discard a card from your hand to restand this unit, draw 2 cards. So again, we're plussing as usual. But when this unit attack hits a rearguard, counterblast 2, discard an Overlord to retire one of your opponent's rearguards. Cross-ride Dragonic Overlord. You may put this card into Link Joker deck, but it loses all abilities. I kind of hate that. Don't get me started. Dauntless Driver is really nice. When wrote upon your Vanguard, gets plus 1000 the following ability till the end of turn. At the end of the battle, this unit attack, counterblast, discard 2 cards from your hand. You stand this unit, draw 2 cards. Again, another option. You could definitely take this out, to be honest with you. You don't really need it. During your turn, if your rear guards are more than your opponents, this unit gets plus 3000. Really nice. Next, here is the Overlord, the End. Because when this unit attack hits, counterblast 2, Persona Blast to restand, draw a card. At this point, they should get rid of the counterblast 2 and just be counterblast 1. And Persona Blast to restand, draw 2. Because again, it's already hard enough to get the Persona. And getting 2 counterblasts is just a little bit overtaxed, in my opinion. So again, we do have all these amazing cards. Let's see if I can put... Here's New Kai. Hopefully he can do some of the animations. Let's see. We got all this. Let's go. I wish we had Reverse Kai that would activate, but apparently Reverse Kai doesn't like me enough. So we'll have to play with this. So what I've been doing with this deck, and I'll explain a little bit more in depth as we get our opening hand to see what cards might be useful. So let's see. Okay, so we're playing against Pale Moon, which is the first time I'm playing this deck against them. So let's see how well we do. Ooh, this is actually a quite good opening hand. We don't have the break ride, but we do have a way of... If everything plans out accordingly, we could do a lot of damage. So let's keep this hand. This hand is actually pretty good. Again, cards you could have put back for would have been the End, just to get some more advantage out of it. But since we're going second, we'll probably get another Overlord discard. We could definitely discard the Rebirth and get who we need. Ooh. So, Doge... Since we have these 10Ks, we're going to just take advantage of it. So, let's see. What are we going to do? Normally, I would go for the... If I had another one, I would definitely go Griffin, come down, get me my regular Overlord. But since we're not going to bet on Overlord right now, fine. We're going to swing in 7K, hopefully no defensive. It's the heal, but that's still fine for us. Because if we hit a trigger... Nope, we didn't. Dang it. I was hoping to hit the trigger. If we hit the trigger, we would have still put them to 2, which is still really good. Rushing them early even still helps in the advantage because this deck can go crazy pretty quickly. Especially when they start getting their combo pieces like this. Silver Storm, Archaea, and Zalem is both in their deck. And get really scary really quickly. So let's see what else they put in. Ooh, they got their cross-ride enabled. Let's see. They also put Linnea. Okay. Oh, come on. Let's see. That's fine. Okay. Next, we'll draw. Okay. Zerk is fine. We'll just put it down here. We don't get our drive check, which is gonna be sucky a bit. We're gonna grab a PG because it's super important right now. What we could do, and I mean could, I'm gonna sack our Berserk Dragon, which you guys might be saying, oh, that's a bad idea. But not bad. We kind of get a decent ride line here. It's not the break ride I wanted, but that's still useful. I could slam down the Griffin to get rid of our Overlord, which isn't a bad idea at the end of the day. Which I think that's what I'm going to do. We're gonna get the brake ride. It's super important to have the brake ride. I can take care of mostly everything else. So that's what we're gonna do. Again, we were hunting for a grade 3. I really want... Okay. This dude wants to be a Trigger Saki happy. Write down in the comments, write down Trigger Happy Saki. If you guys are watching to this point, know that you got to this 10-minute point. Let's see what he can do. I didn't see any great... I mean, he's been hitting that grade 3 pocket pretty well. So, he's got his brake ride here. He's got Eva Pop. It's a basic deck. So, okay. I know he's gonna grab Maraka. These guys are gonna get big for no reason. Like it. I don't like it at all, but... Really? Dude, just Trigger Saki. Okay, we take that. That's now 20k. That really puts us out of thresholds. This won't attack again. Even if he resets the whole thing, which... He'd be dumb to do that. Again. He's thinning out his deck way too much. I'm being the Saki Jack now. Ooh. Ooh. Now that's interesting. Hey, 2. We bring him 2, then that's lethal if he doesn't have the PG. Yeah, and that gets us 2 cards in hand, which we definitely do need at the moment. So, we need to start adding cards. So, let's do it this way. Swing in. Swing in. We're gonna swing in here. Nice! That's gonna guarantee us another swing in. And no! Ah! Sucks. We bring him to 4 though. Really, dude? What is going on? That's 7 triggers. That brings to 8. Holy crap! Okay, PG to the bottom. Like, what in the name of God am I facing? I wish I didn't toss it now. Because right now, that other Overlord would be fantastic. Skip. Oh, we'll get 2 pokes in. I have a PG, but we're really in hot water now because he's definitely got the brake ride. I don't know why I did that. Really? Sure. Like, dude, stop burning your triggers. Like, I deserve to hit you. I can't even put him to 5 because I misplayed. Hard. I hate him. I hate him. This is just sad. He doesn't even have the brake ride? What's going on here? Means he doesn't have the resources. Next turn's gonna be fun, boys. Because I'm gonna retire. That's 8. He's gonna deck out before he even gets a chance to hit me. That's 21. That's the only column hitting. You're gonna remove one of my rear guards. Okay. Yep, I had a feeling. That's fine. Double burnout, let's go! I mean, that's about all I can do here is a double burnout turn. Remove them, swing twice. That sounds about... Find, kill the grade 2. So it seems like he's running out of resources and doesn't have the break ride potential, which is weird. Because I'm surprised he doesn't. Let's go in. There's not many options else. I know he's got one PG. First. Second. Wow, didn't have the other PG. That definitely bricked hard for him though. Boom. Dang. I wasn't expecting that win. To be honest with you, I thought the Pale Moon was just gonna river stomp me. Since it only took a few minutes, let's try one more time. What's the worst that can happen? I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get my butt kicked, but at least the dex works fine, right? Right. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. Gold Paladins, that's what everybody wants to see. Top tier deck. Going second. Ooh, it's gonna be tough. Blackout sleeves, let's go. Ooh. So, we can put these two back and hope for something better. Okay, we break riding all game now. Wasn't expecting that, but Royal Flush, boys. Royal Flush. What'll be really nice is on our this turn here, we don't draw any more grade 3s. I don't want to see another grade 3. I want to draw grade 2s. We got the bird. We got the chicken. I want my grade 2 though. Give me my grade 2. So, do I? No, we got everything. Oh, come on! This is Gold Paladins. What am I thinking? I'm getting punished for it. Like, seriously. What is with everybody getting the edge for no good reason? I don't find that justified. I should have some potential here. Cool. Jerk. You know, you don't get your Blaster Blade. I don't like that. You should not have your Blaster Blade. Ooh, that's a Bellicosity out of that trade. Let's get our PG because that's what we have to do. Honro, you're our PG fetcher. Get us a PG, please. Good boy. There we go. Let's do it. Let's see if we can push him properly. Nice. Pushing him properly. Hold it. Thank goodness for triggers. Okay, he's at 3. That's pretty good for us. He will respond in kind to be a jerk, but again, we're gonna be plussing so hardcore soon. Which one did he just play? Oh, Zenith. Okay, he's not on the right call. Okay. Grade 2, that is annoyingly big. Okay. Oof. This deck doesn't seem like it's complete. Okay. That's fine. Let's hope we can punish him, though. Or not. You can get your draw triggers, then. I'm gonna get upset. I mean, an extra turn ain't gonna kill us. Of course we want the SP. There we go. Right. Overlord! I don't like you having nice things. I only get nice things. You don't get 10Ks. Who do you think you are? You're not me. I'm gonna swing in here. We're 14 now. Give us a trigger, give us a trigger. Don't hit a trigger. That's what I would like. Don't hit a trigger. Woo! He did not hit that trigger, boys. Let's get it. Ew, he still hit the trigger. Yep. So that's 1, 2 Zeniths. Break Ride's out. That's 3 Zeniths and the Break Ride gone. Counterblast 2 retires our grade 2. We have 2 PGs in hand. We're not really too scared in this situation, because he's going to get his 4 attacks in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 PGs will trigger. We'll lose them. Weird. Okay. Okay. That helps out immensely. He's heal. Yeah, Gallimor's is... This list is not complete. Okay. I'm punishing a noob. Got it. Why? Does he really think that would have helped? Smart move would save the secondary attack to come in afterwards. No. So we'll get 2 attacks in. Let's give it to the Vanguard. Burnout, I'm sorry I have to give you up, bud. Restand, boys. Swing in. Probably the smart play would have just been play the end to get the 3 attacks in, which probably would have finished this game without having to worry about him hitting a heal in response, but never said I was the brightest man on it. So this will swing in, this will swing in. 2 attacks. He's still in the same situation that he was the turn before. Even worse. Okay. So it doesn't matter. He's got to put back all the top. Hopefully it hits his heal. That would make my day. Ooh, his heal did get called. Perfect. That saves us so much issues. That's 1 PG only. Now the question is... I think the best call is to go with the Rebirth. Sadly, I don't have the animation for the Rebirth. Okay. So, this is final turn regardless of situation, even if he hits the heal. So, at the end of battle, this unit attack, discard a card to restand it, draw 2. That's what we're going to do. Because we just did the Break Ride. We're going to do the Counterblast 1 restand. So, activate. We're going to lock our whole board. This will give us whopping big amount of attacks here. First, second. Counterblast, restand. We still nabbed the PG out of that trade. Let's get it, boys. Go, Joe. Gotta go bye-bye. Let's go. There we go. Rebirth getting it in there, boys. Boom. And that's how we do it in this branch of the woods. So guys, hopefully you liked this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!